Another day and another El Clásico, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, this is just getting boring at this point. How many El Clásicos are you going to give us, football world? You know what? I think we should revert back the Atletico versus Real game and we should just let Atletico go ahead and play this final instead. Am I bored of El Clásicos or am I really scared? You decide, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, another day and another El Clásico Super Cup final for both Real Madrid and Barcelona, ladies and gentlemen. And people are complaining, actually, Barcelona fans and Real Madrid fans are complaining, saying this is the same final every year, it's getting boring, but it is what it is. It brings me views, so I can't really complain. But ladies and gentlemen, just taking a look at the statistics of the Super Cup, obviously, between Real Madrid versus Barcelona. 4 games, Real Madrid won 2, Barcelona won 2. 11 goals conceded for Real Madrid and 10 goals scored for Real Madrid, obviously. Such similar stats from both sides. And we are going to analyze this like this is Pep Guardiola Prime in 2009 Barcelona. And I'll tell you who is going to win this once and for all. Before we do that, please subscribe and let's go with this analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let's compare the attack. Yes, the attack, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 goals and 4 assists for Rodrigo. He has played probably like 50 games and scoring all of them. 29 goals and 4 assists for Kylian Mbappe so far. 5 goals and 7 assists for Vinicius Jr. Now that is genuinely just embarrassing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't, because I'm looking at the Barcelona numbers. And our thing is just literally Mbappe and folks. Mbappe and his friends. Mbappe and his best mates, fam. What? We have Rafinha, obviously, 9 goals and 4 assists. Lamine Yamal at 9 goals and 10 assists. Ferran Torres, surprisingly, is on 14 goals and 1 assist, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that is not the attack for Barcelona, because in Barcelona, if you have been watching them this entire season, they don't rely on 3 players. They rely on literally 11 players, fam. One day it's Ferran Torres, the other day is Dani Olmo, the other day is Fermin Lopez, the other day is literally their right back Balde or Conde, or sometimes Joan Garcia is out there being like an octopus. Everyone is getting involved. Rooney Bargi, ladies and gentlemen, who just got the number 19 of Lamine Yamal, by the way, and he's finally registered in the main team now after his performance against Athletic Bilbao, after Barcelona's performance against Athletic Bilbao, winning 5-0 in the semi-finals. Total destruction. And Lamine Yamal did not even play this game. That genuinely worries me, because Rooney Bargi is going to be seen in the El Clásico final, ladies and gentlemen. That is 100% guaranteed. Now, looking at the results of the 9 El Clásicos, obviously, we have all these games. Let's not talk about last year's El Clásicos, because we lost all of them. But ladies and gentlemen, the last El Clásico we have won. Now, does that give me hope? Absolutely not. Because ladies and gentlemen, what hope should I get? They are looking for revenge. I have never seen more thirsty, hungry Barcelona fans on my timeline looking for goddamn revenge, ladies and gentlemen. And it's only a 2-1 win. Fam, you beat us 5, how much? 5-2 last year in the Super Cup final. We want to do revenge. You want to do revenge? Now this is what I'm talking about. This is probably the most 50-50 El Clásico of all time. Even though Real Madrid is so bad and Barcelona is doing really good, it's still a 50-50, ladies and gentlemen. Because even though they are expecting Barcelona to dominate us, we are the underdogs. If you take a look at this thing, ladies and gentlemen, I've always disliked being clear favorites. I like this opinion, right? After a dominant 5-0 win and Madrid's performance against Atleti, which was poor, everyone expects us to destroy them. That's why Madrid come in as underdogs, and that role often gives teams extra motivation to prove people wrong. And that is exactly how we Real Madrid won our last El Clásico, in my opinion, 2-1, right? Because we were the underdogs. It's always Real Madrid winning when we are the underdogs. I mean, we didn't see any underdogs last year because they destroyed us like 4 to 5 times back to back, but that's beside the case, ladies and gentlemen. Now that gives me a bit of hope, obviously. But what doesn't give me hope, ladies and gentlemen, is that the last game against Barcelona, when we won 2-1, obviously, they did not have all these players. They did not have Rafinha, ladies and gentlemen. They did not have Joan Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. They didn't have Olmo. They didn't have Lewandowski. And they had a half-fit Lamine Yamal. And we celebrated that win like we won the goddamn Champions World Cup trophy, fam. Ladies and gentlemen, I just realized that all the hopes I had just died right there. Because I did not know those players did not play when we beat them last time. What do you mean? Oh my god, every hope just went out of the window. My predictions just changed mid making this video. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, ladies and gentlemen. It's fine. But looking at the injured players this time, ladies and gentlemen, apparently Rudiger and Rodrigo are having a bit of doubts for this game. And Barcelona side, there is a couple of doubts as well. It's either between Ferran or Lewandowski. Okay, no. Okay. I read that mistakenly. I thought the doubts... Our doubts are very different from their doubts, ladies and gentlemen, because their doubts is picking between players. It's literally, they have too many players available. They're literally in doubt that which player should play this game, fam. While our doubt is literally if Rodrigo can play, if Rodrigo's feet is working, if Rodrigo's knees are working, fam. But anyways, we have probably 2 injured players, actually 3 half fit. Kylian Mbappe, which he is back, he is recovered, he will play this game, but he is probably coming in the second half. He's probably half fit, not really ready. So he's in doubt. Rudiger is on doubt. Rodrigo is in doubt as well. I mean, Rudiger and Rodrigo, I mean, doubt or no doubt, they're still useless. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, is why I keep saying that's a 50-50 battle, right? I don't think Madrid will sit back against us. If they do, it will end very badly for them. Funnily enough, the key for both sides is being aggressive out of position and maintaining a cohesive press. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Real Madrid and Barcelona are both going to be playing the same football style coming this Sunday, because we will both be pressing machines, we will both be attack and attack and attack and attack, and I don't think anyone is going to have any room for breathing. I think the winner of this game is going to be the one with more stamina, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a very tough situation. Again, so many factors that they want revenge, we want revenge, we want revenge from last year, they want revenge from the last El Clásico, they have their players back, we have our players, couple of injured, but also coming the back with Kylian Mbappe. It's such a 50-50 battle in my opinion, man. Even though they won the 5-0 and dominated in the semi-final, it doesn't mean anything, man. At the end of the day, Barcelona fans, don't get your hopes up. At the end of the day, it's an El Clásico. You can be the worst team in the last decade for Real Madrid, for example. You could have the worst team in the last decade, the worst Real Madrid squad in the last decade, or Barcelona squad in the last decade. In the El Clásico, you both show up, you both will have the results of who fought the hardest. It doesn't matter what type of team you have, it's just a different battle, and we all know that, obviously. And knowing, ladies and gentlemen, from Real Madrid's side, apparently in the Atletico game, we played a full defense line of left backs, ladies and gentlemen. And when you compare it to the defense of Barcelona, who has not conceded a single goal in the last 5 games, ladies and gentlemen. Joan Garcia on the form of his life and his first El Clásico game right here. On top of all of that, Barcelona are undefeated in the last 9 games, scoring 26 goals. And Real Madrid are actually undefeated as well in the last 5 games, but for the wrong reasons. We're a terrible fam. No, it's not the same undefeated as Barcelona. Barcelona are unbelievable. Real Madrid's undefeated 5 games. This is trash. This is genuine trash. I don't know how. Most of them are probably goddamn draws. I don't even know, man. But performance-wise, Barcelona are obviously on top, right? But I still have this small hope. Who is taking this El Clásico home? Just because we are the underdogs again. Just because we want the revenge after the humiliation of the 5-2 game of last year. And I'm not being delusional. This is my genuine prediction, right? I think Real Madrid is going to take this one home. Real Madrid is going to win this El Clásico, the Super Cup. We are going to take the Super Cup. Now, I don't know what will happen after we take the Super Cup. Either we get a boost in mentality, or it's going to take us in an egotistical thing and drop us suddenly after this. I don't even know, man. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to win the Super Cup. Barcelona, you need to bring your A game, man, because Real Madrid is coming in hot. You have a hot Kylian Mbappe as well. I'm posed, not like that. And we're going to win this. Let's see what happens tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to wait for the review of that one as well, ladies and gentlemen. I expect all of you to be there. Like, subscribe, and comment down your own predictions. And gracias, amigos.